Raising two disabled children is something Emmanuelle Latreille never expected. Her son, Erwan, is severely autistic and will likely never be able to live on his own. Daughter Azanor suffers from a weakness of the muscles. The twins' parents are convinced that their children's disabilities were caused by Depakine. This drug used to treat epilepsy was prescribed to Emmanuelle Latreille during pregnancy.
I'm extremely angry, especially at the manufacturer and the French state. They've known of the dangers for a while, but didn't pass this information on to doctors and patients. We were treated like children and not given the opportunity to make our own decisions.
She's just one of several thousand parents in France who were affected. Marine Martin was the first to make the scandal public there. She also has two disabled children. Marine is the founder of a parents' association which has filed a lawsuit against the manufacturer, pharmaceutical giant Sanofi, and the French government. It accuses them of hushing up the health risks to unborn babies. Marine believes that the reasons are purely financial.
Lots of women take Depakine. It takes some time for them to get used to taking the drug, but then they take it their whole life. If the drugs makers were honest and told women that this medication is toxic for unborn babies, they'd probably lose a big part of their market share.
Sanofi has defended itself by saying that for some women there is no alternative to Depakine. Its active ingredient, valproic acid, is an anticonvulsant used to prevent severe epileptic seizures, which can be very dangerous during pregnancy, and it says the drug's side effects are well known.
Sanofi has regularly warned of the risks of taking the drug. It's our duty to pass on the latest scientific information that we are aware of to the health authorities. And we have complied completely and fully. We have exercised due diligence.
But those affected vehemently deny that. They say no one informed them of the full extent of the risks involved. At the time, the pharmaceutical company simply spoke of a slightly elevated risk of physical disabilities, but not of severe mental disorders. Studies show that children whose mothers ingested valproic acid suffer from similar symptoms.
The Depakine children all have similar facial features. Looking at them, you can clearly see their mothers took the drug, though some were harmed more than others.
Franck and Emmanuelle are doing everything to ensure their children can attend a regular school in spite of their disabilities. We ask Erwan if he likes school and has friends, but he doesn't respond. Depakine is the only drug that's been able to keep Emmanuelle's epilepsy in check. But as much as she loves her children, Emmanuelle says that had she known the risks, she would have never tried to get pregnant. The twins were conceived through in vitro fertilization.
My husband and I would have adopted children.
We'd have chosen to adopt straight off, even though the process takes years. But it would have been better to wait.
Now the dangers are not only listed on the drug's information leaflet, but on the package itself. It's a small but important victory for the affected parents, even if Sanofi continues to sell the drug in other countries without this warning label. But what the parents want most is for those responsible to be held accountable in court.
Whether it takes 10 years, 20, or to the end of our lives, we won't give up.
They're fighting for justice, for themselves and their children.